Hi everyone! Today I'm going to just talk about what the cast diagram is in trigonometry, and I'm just going to give you some examples on why it is so important. Now, what the cast diagram tells you is it actually shows you which trigonometric ratios are positive in which quadrants. So here you can see we have the Cartesian plane. The Cartesian plane is divided into 4 quadrants. So the first quadrant is the top right quadrant. That is quadrant 1. Then the next one is quadrant 2, the one next to it. The one underneath is quadrant 3, and then the last quadrant is quadrant 4. So when I'm talking about quadrant 3, you need to know immediately that I'm referring to this quadrant over here. Now what happens is that the cast diagram, it's just a way of remembering which trig ratios are positive in which quadrants. So you start with the C for cos in quadrant 4, then the A for all, the S for sine, and the T for tan. Now what this means is that if you are working in the fourth quadrant, if you have a trig ratio of an angle in the fourth quadrant, cos of that ratio will be positive. So if I'm looking at my angles, we need to know that 0 degrees is over here, 90 degrees is over there, right? That is a 90-degree angle there. Then if we're going to 180 degrees, it would be at that line, 270 degrees at this line, and then 360 is back where we started. So now if I am asking you what the sine will be of cos of 300 degrees, you need to recognize that 300 is going to be in the fourth quadrant because it is between 270 and 360 degrees. So without even typing this into the calculator, if you know your quadrants and you know your cast diagram, you will know without even needing to type this into the calculator that cos of 300 degrees is going to be positive. You can do that with all the other quadrants as well. So for example, tan of 110 degrees, we need to think 110 is between 90 and 180. It is in the second quadrant. What is tan in the second quadrant? Well, sine is the only one that's positive, so that would mean that tan has to be less than 0, has to be negative.